Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, we are continuing Wolverine and the X-Men. This is Season 1, Episode 2, Hindsight Part 2. Now, what I really liked about the first episode, Hindsight Part 1, is that the opening was a little bit of a misdirection. I thought it was the opening of the show, and it was, but it was a flashback, because Wolverine's leaving the mansion, doesn't really explain why. We're seeing a bunch of these characters we know and love from X-Men, the comics or whatever, and we see all these characters like, okay, this is really cool. We see all these kids, we see the mansion, so everything seems to be great. Until it's not. Something happens where Professor X is getting attacked or something. He's holding his head. He's in a lot of pain. Wolverine's running to him, and then this like light explosion or something, because it wasn't like a traditional explosion. It was like some sort of light or something off screen, but you kind of see a bit of it. And then it cuts to a year later. And like, what? And then this is truly where the show actually starts in terms of the timeline. That was a flashback. Then a little bit later, we see where Jean Grey is also being affected. So Jean Grey and Professor X both being affected, and I think they're both missing. And they've been missing for this whole time. I'm really curious about this storyline because what the hell's going on here? So the X-Men is disbanded. Wolverine goes to the mansion, what's left of it at this point, and Beast is down there, and he's still researching, and he's ruled out a lot of stuff that it could have been to what happened to both of them and what happened that day. No real clear indication, no real understanding. I'm hoping that we find out, you know, within the show, because unfortunately there's only one season, and then the show got canceled. So I'm hoping they answer it within this, like what actually happened. But I really like the setup here, and I think the voice cast is great. I like the artwork in terms of the animation looks really good, and I'm really curious to see what happens, because at the end of the episode, he says to Beast, let's bring the X-Men back together. So I'm guessing they're going to try to come back together to try to find out what happened to Professor X and Jean Grey, because something terrible happened, and I guess there's no real answers yet, so maybe they're going to come back together to try to find those answers. So, yeah, let's get into it now, guys. Hindsight Part 2. Let's get to it and see what it's all about. Let's go. Magneto again. I'm assuming that's Magneto, right? Yes, I was right. Is that Magneto? That looks like the same image we saw in the first episode. Blob? Is that Blob? Not gonna do that.
I tried to kill him, Blob, I did.
Oh. I would say, was that Quicksilver?
There's no stopping the mutants. And we're coming for him next.
Him? Who's him?
That man is a champion of the people.
Some people, not all of us.
Sentinel Prowler.
Is it a Sentinel? A Sentinel Prowler, okay. What was she doing there? I wonder. That's not gonna do nothing. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, rogue. Angel. Nice. Ooh. Oh, Beast. Wow, okay. Just... Exactly. It's metal, so we can stab it all we want.
Are you all right?
Sorry, I can't.
But I thought your father found out you're a mutant.
He did. Still hates mutants, though. And that makes me the family's dark little secret. Just come back to the X-Men and...
Forget it.
Why?
The reason you don't know is exactly why.
I want you to come back.
I'm not going to let you abandon me again.
Oh, Toad, you're stupid.
Help a fellow out with a donation.
Trust me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Guys, how about you let the ladies have a moment?
Yeah, let the ladies have a
Nothing
moment.
to talk about.
Sure we do. Rogue, don't you ever get tired of being bullied? Of being hated just because you're different?
Well,
And now they want us to register. Come on, what's next? Locking us up?
they are. They're already doing that.
It's time we stop.
The senator has promised to
Cyclops?
sometime tomorrow from an undisclosed
Yeah,
location.
Cyclops.
Nice
He
day.
just kicks the door in.
Done feeling sorry for yourself. When the going gets tough, the tough pack it in. Is that it?
I like that line. Hey, you deserve that, but still.
If the Registration Act passes, it'll be our homes that get taken away.
So the message is destroy your home because you'll destroy ours.
Nobody do anything stupid.
Oh, they're gonna do something stupid. I mean, it's so obvious. Oh my god. Yeah, that's messed up.
Everything rogue.
Warren, sit still. And I had high hopes for Bobby, but his parents refused to let me talk to him. So right now, the X-Men consist of you and me and a stolen MRD helicopter.
Well, considering the Brotherhood's got Blob and Toad.
So at 12 o'clock sharp when Kelly shows up,
We end this.
I can't believe she's doing this. Unless she's gonna betray them some way now, because I mean, she didn't want to do that to him.
Freddy called the police. They are on their way.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Tried it your way. You coming or what? Your son's a mutant. Deal with it.
I like that. Just blunt, straight to the point. He's a mutant. Deal with it. I'm guessing Genosha can't be touched by outsiders, I'm guessing. Back at the mansion. In quotes. Okay, I was about to say, do they have that? Because in the lore, the Blackbird always goes under... Oh, shit.
They're going to hit Senator Kelly at the press conference. 12 noon.
You're using him as bait.
My dearest citizens, I'm coming to you.
So, yes, he is. He's bait.
Shadowcat, phase us in.
Okay.
Shadowcat. The whole helicopter. Good job. I love that. She phased through while grabbing the gun. That was good. Of course, he's filming all of this. This is not good.
You were set up.
Exactly.
Brotherhood used Rogue.
Where is she?
Come on. Going back.
She's not in there.
Get in.
I mean, that was a pretty smart twist there.
Day, you tried to save a man who hates you. That is exactly what Charles Xavier would have done.
Of course, she tried. Come on.
Nice job.
yeah, in one fell swoop, you set up the X-Men and proved your loyalty to the Brotherhood. Welcome aboard.
Damn it. Okay. That's some good storytelling. That's pretty good. I like the twist there. So, Hindsight Part 2. So the first episode was establishing this world and establishing the MRD, or I think that's what they're called, this group that's going against mutants and everything, and showcasing that everything was fine a year ago, and now in the current timeline, everything's not so good. The X-Men have disbanded. The mansion is destroyed. Within this episode, we got to see a good portion of that team coming together, or at least making an appearance in some sort of way, because Wolverine's like, we need to get the X-Men back together. Things are not looking so good right now. A war is coming. I think the war is already here. I mean, by the opening of the episode. I mean, they created this Sentinel Prowler or something that was tracking and going after Rogue. When they right as they introduced the thing, it tracks Rogue and starts following Rogue. Then seeing Angel save her, which was really cool. I was like, is that Angel stepping out of the vehicle? Well, I wasn't 100% sure, and it was Angel saving her. And then, of course, Beast shows up, which is a nice surprise. Then Wolverine just takes down the thing by itself. He's just like stabbing like crazy. I'm like, it's metal, so he can just stab away, and it doesn't matter. But then Rogue didn't want to join. She doesn't want to follow a team that she can't trust the leader, which is Wolverine, because he was going to leave before everything happened. And then I guess when everything did happen in terms of the explosion of the mansion, Professor X and Jean Grey are both missing, that he ended up still leaving, and then that just caused everything to kind of go downhill in terms of the team. So she didn't want to join. Now, what I think is pretty good storytelling is that the opening actually was, the first shot before the Brotherhood was Magneto, Genosha. So I feel like that's going to play a major role, at least within the first part of the show, I'm thinking, because they kept showing that over and over and over. We saw it one time in the first episode. In this one, we open with that same poster, and then we see it again and again and again, basically. And we see where at one point they're all, like, the Brotherhood are outside of that big building that they're having this, like, conference or whatever. And that's, of course, where they trick the X-Men and everything, which I'll get to that more in a second. But there's another poster of Genosha. And we also saw where Kitty was actually looking at like a pamphlet or whatever. So they're heavily talking about Genosha and Magneto. So it's very, I think it's play a huge role. It's very important, at least what they're trying to hint at here. It's building up to that. That's what I'm thinking. So the Brotherhood begin to introduce them. Great reveal, in my opinion, in terms of introducing them. Toad being, of course, captured, and then having Blob have to break him out. And we're seeing this group, we're seeing them together, and then we see where they confront Rogue. I thought they were going to fight her. That's what I thought. They actually do a little bit of a subverting expectation. They want her to spend some time with us, kind of see what we're doing, because we get results. We get answers. So she follows and goes along with them, and then they go and confront Angel's father after they do some, stupid shit or whatever and being silly, driving through and Blob. I don't know how he's able to sit in the back of that vehicle, but whatever. And they go, and she at first resists on touching Angel's father's head to get the information on the senator, but she eventually does. And I'm thinking, okay, so she's going to trick the X-Men, or not trick it. She's going to trick the Brotherhood in working with them, and then she's going to actually work for the X-Men. That's what I was trying to say. I was wrong. I was wrong. Not only did she actually double-cross and actually portray the X-Men and actually is working for the Brotherhood, she also tricked them into getting the X-Men inside the building. The Brotherhood wasn't even in the building when the senator was giving that conference or that speech or whatever. They broke in and was attacking, of course, the MRD, attacking these guys with the guns and everything because they were going to capture them and put them in prison because they imprison mutants, okay? Registering mutants, that's not a thing. They put them in jail. That's what they do. At least it's what it seems within the first episode, and kind of like, they put them in prison. You don't register a mutant. At least I don't, like, they're saying they register mutants. That's bullshit. So there's a thing called Genosha. That's why that's a thing that's out there. So she tricks them to go inside that building, and the Brotherhood are not there at all. And then at the end, they don't know where Rogue is. She left on her own, and then it turns out she tricked them all, tricked the X-Men. She's working for the Brotherhood. I'm hoping that it's a triple cross where it turns out she's actually tricking the Brotherhood this whole entire time and that she actually is working for the X-Men. Now, this is all bullshit because maybe she told Wolverine, and we'll see in like a flashback or something, that she's going to pretend. I don't know, because they seemed like Wolverine seemed really upset and they all seemed really like annoyed. They were set up. Like, they were clearly set up. So maybe it's not maybe she actually did hurt them, which is a nice twist because I wasn't expecting that. But I guess it all comes down to trust and how she feels like she can't trust Wolverine specifically. She can't trust Logan, so maybe this is her answer to kind of say, this is me now. I've changed since everything that happened at the mansion a year ago. Maybe that's the case here. So yeah, definitely it's not looking good for sure. We see Cyclops. He's definitely not in the best of moods. He destroys the TV. I think it was a little odd, and this is just me kind of in terms of pacing. He destroys the TV, and then literally the next thing you see is Logan kick the door in and start just like berating and attacking Cyclops. I don't know why he thought that was going to work, because it definitely wasn't going to work. I mean, that's not how Scott, does things. So he got pissed off, fired him out the window with his heat vision or whatever, his eye lasers or whatever they're called. I know they have a specific name, but anyways, it's been a long Monday. And then that's it. And then Colossus, we even see Colossus at all. Like, he just doesn't want to leave his family in Russia, so okay. I like how Kitty literally didn't even ask a question. She just jumped on the helicopter once she saw Logan and oh shit, Logan, okay, she just jumps on. Well, about damn time. For Iceman, I forget his name. What's Iceman's name? I'm blanking on his name. Iceman. Let's see. I'm looking for Iceman's name. So it's Robert? Is that his name? Let's see. It's Bobby. It's Bobby. It's Robert, but Bobby. Okay, Bobby. Yeah. Yeah, Bobby. Okay, because I was thinking like I thought it was Bobby, Robert and Bobby. That makes sense. Okay, that makes more sense. But with him, we get a little bit of more detail with his parents in terms of him coming back to the team, because Kitty, she was just on the ship to go to Genosha. So I guess if she actually ended up on Genosha and they didn't get to her in time, she would have been gone. For Bobby, apparently he's old enough to make a decision, but they don't want him to go. They're like, who cares? He's like, I like how literally Hank's trying to talk to them. He's like, okay, look, he's old enough. He can choose. He's like, no, you don't understand. You can't take him away. He almost died last year. Almost got hurt or whatever last year. I like how Logan's okay. My turn. He kicks the door down and says, let's go. He's like, your son's a mutant. Deal with it. I like the bluntness of it. It's blunt, straight to the point, but I think it's effective. Kind of helps. Like, hey, we get it. You're scared, but at the same time, your son's a mutant. And so that's what it is. Cut dry, it's over. So I like that. I like that aspect of it. Overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I think that the show's doing a pretty good job at establishing this world within these first 2 episodes. I felt like this episode did a great job of establishing even more characters, and we've seen them, of course, in the intros and stuff, a lot of these heroes, the X-Men. But with this, we got to see them in action, their personality, and see them interacting a little bit with the other characters. So that was cool. And so I'm excited to get to the next episode, guys, because I'm really enjoying this show. So what'd you guys think of Wolverine and the X-Men Season 1, Episode 2? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, let me know in the comment section below, guys. Talk to you guys soon.